Babe's treasure chest, Babe's treasure chest. Come shop at Babe's treasure chest.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Babestreasurechest channel. This is Ashley back at you with another one. This video is so you want to start your own business. This is the mask edition, and y'all, mask has made us so much money. So if you have not checked out the 10K using Etsy video, or the cons from making a lot of money Etsy video, check those two out, because our $10,000 that we made in 1 month came from selling masks. So y'all, the money is there. So I'm going to teach you all how to start a mask business. This is for strictly beginners. The information is going to be pretty vague, but it's going to be information that you need to just start off, okay? So let's get into it. So at the beginning, you did see me with a whole bunch of different types of masks. You need to know what kind of mask you want to make. And so once you know that, you will know everything else that you need to know pretty much, or everything else will flow good for you. So for example, do you want to make masks with simple designs? This is just black mask, white letters, or whatever you say, however way you want to say it. This is considered a simple mask design. Or do you want the more intricate photo type of designs, where literally you can put any picture on your mask? So you need to know, are we going the photo route, or are we going the simple design route? So next, what you need to know is, who is your audience? Your audience will help you determine what size you need. So if your audience are kids, you need kid-sized masks. If your audience is women, you need masks more so, I call them medium-sized masks, medium to large, because a lot of women prefer the larger masks. This is an example of a medium to large. So this is a large, this is a medium. As you can see, the large is too big for me. The large is too big for me if you didn't hear me. The medium fits me better. A lot of women receive medium-sized masks and they prefer large-sized masks. So if your audience are women, you need to have majority medium masks with a few large masks. And if your audience is men, then you need pretty much all large size masks. So definitely figure out your audience, and then that will help you determine what sizes you need. Those 3 sizes are pretty much the standard: kids, medium, and large. All right. Next, are you going to actually make these masks, or are you going to wholesale these masks? So these masks here, I made these, and I'm going to give you the 2 different methods to make these. This mask here, I purchased 50 of these with this design already on it. So this is what wholesaling means. You're going to purchase your mask from someone else, or you can create your own. Now, if you're going to create your own mask and you want to do the more simple style like this one, then this is used with a cotton mask and vinyl. All right. And in order to use the vinyl, you need a vinyl cutter. I have a Cricut. They have Silhouette. They have other vinyl cutters. And you need a heat press to heat the vinyl on here. The specific type of vinyl that you need is, what kind of vinyl do you need? You can't use permanent vinyl. You need heat vinyl. You need HTV vinyl, which is heat transfer vinyl. Ooh, my brain, y'all. I forgot what it was called. So This is used with HTV vinyl, which means this can be used on clothing and you heat it up to adhere it to your clothing. This is with cotton masks. Now, side note, these cotton masks are a little bit more harder to breathe out of. They're a little bit more hot, but that's the type of material you need for vinyl masks. All right, moving on. If you're going to make these masks with the photos on here, you need polyester mask. So this is a polyester front, cotton back. You need a sublimation printer. I'll drop the one that I use. And you need sublimation paper, and you need sublimation, scratch that, and you need a heat press. So both of these masks require a heat press. Either or, you need a heat press, but this one requires an actual sublimation printer, which basically means you print out a photo and you heat it up on this mask, and that will help you, that will literally, the ink will dye or get heated onto the mask. And so you can wash this. This is not going to fade. You can wash this as well. This is already heated on vinyl. So once you know what kind of mask you want, then you can figure out what kind of equipment you need. Again, for the simpler styles, you need a vinyl cutter, you need HTV, and you need a heat press. With the photo mask, you need a sublimation printer, paper, and a heat press. My favorite one is the sublimation, because you can get this style using a sublimation printer. The only thing about sublimation is that you cannot print on black material. Think of it as you trying to color on a black construction paper. You can't see it that well. So you need a white polyester material. So that's the downfall to sublimation. You have to have specific material in a white or as close to white as possible for the color to show, but it's so much easier, y'all. Trust me. Go back to my video where I talked about the cons of making 10,000 in 1 month, and we struggled, y'all. We struggled with the vinyl. You got to have your vinyl cutter cut out the design, and you have to weed out every single little thing. This little part here was weeded out, the B's, this was weeded out, the small A. Y'all, if you have a whole bunch of masks to do, that is not the one you want to go for. I'm telling you now. The only pro to this is that it's black. And I've seen that most people want black masks because the white shows your makeup and whatever. So you decide what you want to do. So that's if you want to make your mask. Now, if you want to wholesale, like I did this one, I don't know what they did. This looks like print then cut material, which basically they have a certain paper, a certain vinyl that you print on, and then you heat it up on this. So I'm guessing that's what they use, but they're winning because you have the black and you also have the photo. So I'm not experienced on print then cut, but that's the method that I believe they use. Or they got a cotton mask, but they have some kind of something, easy sub I think it's called, where basically it's a type of paper that you can sublimate on. I don't know what they use, but this is the wholesale route. With wholesale, you do have to buy a certain amount before they make it for you, especially if it's custom. This is a custom mask. I picked this design, so I had to buy 50 of them as the minimum. So yeah, with wholesale, you do have to have a minimum amount called your MQO, MOQ, one of those. Minimum, I think it's MOQ, minimum order quantity. And so that can get very costly at first, but they do all the work for you and they ship it off. All right, next. So of course, my tips, you want to make sure you have the right size for your audience. With the women, with these masks that I did, it comes in one standard size. which I consider this to be like a medium, but it stretches. You hear? It stretches, and now it's a large. But for some reason, my customers did not read my directions that if it's small, stretch it and it will get large. So if you go this route, please tell your customers to stretch the mask to fit them better. Now, if you go this route with the sublimation, you would have multiple options: a kid size, a medium size, and a large size. So make sure you get the correct size. Also, be prepared for your shipping time to take a long time from your suppliers. So my supplier, I get my mask in about 6 to 8 days. That's not bad, but you know, if you're anxious and you're ready to start your business ASAP, that seems like a long time. But this supplier, they took like 3 weeks. Now, this was custom made, and also it was in the middle of the pandemic, which we still are in the middle of the pandemic, but this was the beginning phase of the pandemic, and it took 3 weeks to get this. Even if you get blanks, just be prepared for long shipping times. Next, only use or only sell the inventory that you currently have. And also, I would say if you're making it like these, say you have 100 of these masks, I say leave room for error. So only list that you have 90 masks, because 10 of them you could mess up. And if you're a beginner, you could mess up more. So definitely, I messed up a lot of masks learning how to do both of these methods. Both of these methods, I messed up a lot of masks. So make sure you give yourself room for error when you list how many masks you have, because again, the shipping could take a while to get while you're getting orders. So my last tip is to use Asian vendors. So all the vendors that I've used for blanks or for wholesaling are in Asia, specifically China. And I say that because their product is cheaper. Their product is cheaper. Their product is cheaper. When you go on Etsy or you go on Amazon and you try to get blanks, they're charging you however much their vendor charged them, plus whatever profit they're trying to make. So cut the middleman, go straight to the supplier, and you can reap the benefits of a higher profit. Strangely enough though, one of my vendors for the cotton black mask is on Etsy. And I'm gonna tell y'all who my vendors are, but they're on Etsy. But I found them first on the site that I use for my suppliers. So yeah. Last thing, the benefits about having a mask business is, of course, we're booming right now just because of the pandemic. And also shipping masks is super cheap. So you shouldn't be paying no more than $3 to $5 to ship to a customer, because it's lightweight. So of course shipping goes by weight. So you can sell maybe 4 or 5 masks to one person and only have to pay about $3 for shipping. So that's a plus. A con to selling masks is we have no idea how long this pandemic is going to last. So if you're going to hop on it now. Hop on it while we're still in the pandemic and while everyone is being required to wear masks, because we have no idea how long we're going to be required to wear masks. So be mindful of that. If you get a whole bunch of mask inventory, you know, fingers crossed that we are still required to wear them so that you can get all of your inventory out. All right, so drum roll, please. My vendors. This is the free vendor dance. Like I mentioned before, one of my vendors for the black cotton mask is on Etsy. They sell plain black 100% cotton masks. They're in, I believe they're in, you know, I don't know where they are actually. I believe they get them from China, but they're stationed in New York or something like that. So when you go to Etsy.com, my vendor is called AI Shop. So AI Shop, I'm going to post a screenshot of their shop. So again, that is for my black cotton mask. So now we're gonna go to Alibaba. Alibaba.com is where I get all my other vendors for the wholesale mask and also for the plain white polyester mask for sublimation. My sublimation mask vendor is called Nice Color Technology Company Limited. That's a long name, but they are on Alibaba. I'm going to post their link. My last vendor, my wholesaler vendor for this type of mask, I don't know how to say their name. It's very Asian. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to speak Chinese. They are a toy company who actually started selling masks. So they hopped on the mask train because they seen that's where the money was at. But I'm going to post their link as well. So when it comes to finding vendors, I just recommend going to Alibaba.com and doing your research and comparing masks there, comparing your prices. Make sure you get the MOQ, how many you have to order, and also make sure you get the shipping costs on top of the actual product cost, and then that will allow you to compare it to other people. When it comes to the sublimation mask, make sure you get a vendor. Use my vendor, but also if you use a different vendor, make sure they have the different sizes. All right, so good luck with your mask business. I hope you excel during this time. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I am here to help you. I gave you my vendors for free. I'm here to help you. All right, so y'all have a good one. Peace.